Here, this is LCR series resonance circuit. In the LCR series resonance circuit, we connect inductor, capacitor and resistor in series combination. End-to-end connections has to be done, having the values of inductance as 120 millihenry, capacitance as 0.1 microfarads, and the resistance as 200 ohms has to be fixed using the decade boxes. And also here you can observe we use the function generator, also known as signal generator, and here we provide an oscillating voltage to the circuit, where you can observe here we have pressed sine wave button indicating that an oscillating voltage, an alternating signal is supplied to the circuit, and on the other side these are the frequency values which we are going to vary initially. And meanwhile we also make use of digital multimeter where it helps us to calculate various parameters. Since our intention is to record current, hence we have connected it to the milliammeter for the 20 milliamps. Connections has been done. Connections will be done as per the circuit diagram. And the theoretical background of this resonance here is where we have two such reactances. One is inductive reactance and the other is capacitive reactance. When the inductive reactance is equal to the capacitive reactance, we get the resonance. Theoretically, when we define the resonance, we also say in a way that when the natural frequency is equal to the applied frequency. With this inductive reactance making equal to the capacitive reactance, we obtain a relation for the resonant frequency as for the series resonance circuit as F0 equals to 1 by 2 pi root 1 by LC, where F0 is resonant frequency, L is an inductance, and C being the capacitance. This resonant frequency is measured in terms of hertz. Now we proceed the experiment by varying the frequencies from 300 hertz. When I in order to measure for the 300 hertz, remember that I have to press the 1K button. 1K indicates we can measure the frequency from 100 hertz to the 1000 hertz. When I press 1K, here it indicates 0.30, which indicating that it is 300 hertz. For the 300 hertz, the current value which I am getting is 0.86. Now hereafter, I slowly vary the frequency from 300 to 400. And once again you have to measure the current flowing across it. Now you can observe earlier it was 0.85, now it is 1.22. Now the current is gradually increases upon increasing the frequency. Now I press it for 500 and again for 600, 700, fine. And you can observe the values of the current flowing across it, and 800. So the value is 3.24, and for 900 it is 3.95. And next is press the 10K button. Okay, start from 1.0, which indicates 1000 hertz. 1.0 indicates 1000 hertz. 1000 hertz, the value of the current is 6.24. Now hereafter again increase the frequency in terms of 100 hertz. After 1.0, now increase it as 1.1. Record the value of the current flowing across it. And next is 1.2. 1.2 kilohertz it is, fine. 1200 hertz, we are getting the value as 9.51. Next 1.3. 12.13 we are getting. Observe carefully, 12.13. Next is 1.4, we are getting 11.98. Earlier for the 1.3 kilohertz, 12.3 we have got, that is being the maximum current which we had obtained for this frequency. Hence we here say that 1.3 kilohertz. Practically, when we discuss experimental observations, fine, for the 1300 hertz, the current has become maximum. So this frequency is taken as resonance frequency. Hereafter, again, the current goes on decreases gradually till 2 kilohertz you would record. Afterwards, start from 3 kilohertz. In steps of 1 kilohertz, we are varying it. 3 kilohertz, observe the value, it is 2.07. Next comes the value of 4 kilohertz, it has decreased, and 5 kilohertz, you can record the value as 1.03, and finally for 6 kilohertz, fine, 0.83. So now the curve has taken the variation in this way. Initially, the value has started from the lower value. Okay, the current goes on increases and becomes maximum. The peak becomes maximum, and where the current has become maximum, the corresponding frequency is taken as resonant frequency, and thereafter again the current goes on decreases. This is the nature of the graph for the series resonance circuit. With this formula, okay, calculate the resonant frequency, and that resonance frequency has to be recorded, has to be calculated for the series circuit, okay, and which we have obtained experimentally by looking at the values of the current obtained for the various frequency value for which the current has become maximum. The corresponding frequency is taken as resonance. This is the theoretically obtained value. Fine. So now, where I should plot the graph, which graph sheet has to be used? Fine. This is the one which we call it as semilog sheet, semilog graph sheet. Fine. Here we take the upper values as the frequency, and along the y-axis we take it as the current. Here we have drawn one of the graph sheet. Okay. This is for the series circuit where the current starts from 0, gradually increases and becomes maximum. Okay. These are the frequency values which we have taken. Sorry, and these are the current values which we have taken along y-axis, and this is the point where the current has become maximum. The corresponding frequency, okay, will be taken as resonant frequency. This is for the series circuit. Accordingly, the parallel resonance will be done where the inductor and the capacitor are connected in parallel and in series to the resistor. And similarly, we get the nature of graph where from the maximum, the current goes on decreases and becomes minimum, and thereafter again increases upon increasing the frequency. Where the current is minimum, the corresponding frequency value is taken as resonance. Here we use the formula to calculate the resonance frequency theoretically as f0 equals to 1 by 2 pi root 1 by LC minus R square by L square. And accordingly, we would able to get back the resonant frequencies which is obtained experimentally and theoretically. Fine. So finally, we do write the results of series LCR circuit resonance and parallel resonance circuit, the resonant frequency values. Here it is the LCR series and parallel resonance.